What is good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this I want to break down what's happening with Tesla SPY and a couple of other tickers. I'm going to break down some big news involving Tesla stock, which you should be watching for as time progresses. Before I begin down most information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. I am personally not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Weeble link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Weeble and deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks, and the offer ends very soon, just 4 days. Anyways, for Tesla, we end up dipping a little bit during the pre-market, only to get bought back up because of some very, very bullish news. This is causing a squeeze in Tesla. Tesla's up 5%, continuing to push and approach the next resistance levels, which I'll be talking about very, very soon. But we have some important news. The Tesla Model 3 micro price adjustments have been continuing into June, and the tax credit is confirmed. So this is actually very, very bullish news. The long range AWD version got a $250 price cut, which is awesome. It's also now approved for the $7,500 tax credit. There's been a lot of talk about how, once again, the supply has been exceeding the demand for the Model 3 because it lacked the $7,500 price, the cuts that come from the federal tax credits. But now, with this new news coming out that this has been confirmed is qualifying for the $7,500 credit, that is going to be very bullish and incentivize a lot more sales, which is great for Tesla moving forward. On top of this, Tesla started to take steps to battle the Delaware judges Elon Musk's pay rulings. That's actually also very important for Tesla. Tesla is trying to urge the Delaware judge to reconsider their decision on surrounding Elon Musk's pay package. But if anything, this was outlined in a letter that the electric makers' legal team filed on Friday. They've also moved their headquarters to Texas and their legal headquarters, if anything. So that's more bullish for Tesla too. And then on top of this, they're making a lot of claims about how there was also another lawsuit filed by another stockholder about Elon Musk's pay package. But now Tesla's once again, it has its legal team coming together and they're once again fighting back. And they have the shareholders on their side. So, this gives Musk the big edge. He's going to get his pay package, guys. I'm not worried about that. But there are some legal battles that Tesla has to go through, such as against some shareholders that were against it. So, something that's really worth noting. I'm not worried whatsoever. Musk's pay package will be fine. And I know that the shareholders have the biggest say in this. So it is what it is. We're going to continue from here. So what happens to Tesla moving forward? What happens to the markets? Tesla's been pushing quite a bit. We're actually approaching the next resistance level. So we actually have this 187 levels our resistance. If we break this, we're going to be going all the way up to about the 190 area. If we reject off this, I'll be looking at support around 185, followed by 182. So overall, we're actually holding up very, very nicely, at least on Tesla. I'll be watching to see how we end up developing from here. But just know that Tesla is once again showing a lot of strength, especially on the 4-hour time frame. So you guys can see that this is actually a very, very good sign. We have like a double bottom like structure. This is also kind of looking more symmetrical. So the next move is going to be like a lot more upside. This kind of looks like a W if you guys look at this carefully. So this looks very bullish. Tesla could continue to squeeze into the 200s from here. On top of all of this, when you zoom out and look at, I'm not going to look at the daily. I'm just going to zoom out from here. This bullish structure, the W that's kind of forming, is also aligning with the right shoulder of an inverse head and shoulders. So this looks like a nice giant inverse head and shoulders, and it's going to likely continue to lead to more upside as Tesla could be approaching the 200s, looking very, very bullish. Now, what else is helping Tesla is the overall market. SPY has done something absolutely incredible. I was warning everyone to be careful at 544 because that was SPY's all-time high. But instead, what happened was we had this nice looking bull flag that's leading to a nice breakout. We can see how we broke out of this. And now we're approaching 547 to 547.5 as resistance. If that breaks, there's 540. I think we're going to go all the way up to about 548 and 550. We have a lot of upside potential on SPY. So far, it's holding up and we're just breaking through resistance. So it looks bullish. There's no sign of weakness right now. We look very bullish, and this is helping Tesla in the overall market. Tesla's holding up a lot better than the market, showing some strength. And now we're seeing a nice bounce. Nvidia came down, but like I said in my earlier video, to be careful at this resistance, because notice that Nvidia is not breaking all-time highs. We're still kind of shuffling here. It is possible Nvidia pushes more, but we're kind of range bound. We've been stuck between 130 and 134, going back and forth for the entire day. So it's worth noting that yes, Nvidia has more upside potential, but resistance is getting tougher for it. So it's going to likely continue to shuffle for a bit, but we could try to push a little higher. Make sure you watch some tight resistance at 132.6 and 134. Those are going to be very, very key levels. For the triple Q, We have broken all of the resistance levels that even I had mapped out. We're now trying to approach 485. If that breaks, we're just going to continue to push to all-time highs, guys. This was even stronger than I was predicting. We're just continuing to break out very, very nicely. We're showing lots and lots of strength. So the QQQ is just on fire, continuing to hold up. Make sure you watch 482.5 as key support, but overall, there's no sign of it breaking down yet. What else is helping this is Apple. Apple's trying to bounce. It actually broke out of the range. We had 215 to 212.5 as the range that we had for this was going on for about a week. We're now breaking through this and we're now trying to approach resistance at 217.5 around that area. Breaking through this opens the doors for 220. Apple is looking more bullish. What else is interesting is Bitcoin was dipping, but I said to watch 65,000 as support. We've bounced off that. And now we're approaching our resistance around 66,294. So Bitcoin could pump all the way up there now. The whole market is just starting to push. We also have a few more. Looking at ARM, we're just kind of consolidating right now. We have this range between 154 and 160, this 162 area, kind of trading sideways. We could push a little higher if we continue. For the IWM, we're trying to rebound. Make sure you watch support right here around 197.5. Then we have resistance around 200. We could go a little higher towards 200, but overall, we're holding up very well. For Super Micro, we're actually pushing up very well now. We actually dipped quite a bit. Now we actually broke out as the market saw buyers stepping in again. We're watching 903 as resistance. If it breaks this, I'll be looking at 920, then 943. Overall, it's looking more bullish, but it depends if we could hold above 900 or not. If we fail to do so, we have key support at 882. So watch the 880 area as key support if we could hold 900 or not, but we're still looking more bullish to me. Coinbase is looking more bullish, trying to rebound a bit. Make sure you watch resistance around 245. If we break this, we'll continue to push up towards 250. We have more potential if we hold. We also have 240 as support, so it's still showing some life. Amazon's trying to bounce, but still range bound. We need to try to get back above 184 to be bullish. We're still below that. And we have support at 181.6. We are trying to push a bit, so watch 184 as key resistance. If we break that, we'll be pushing up a lot more. Meta is also starting to bounce. It dipped quite a bit only to bounce. We're at 505 as resistance. If this breaks, 510 is next. If we lose 505, watch 502, then 494. But we're still looking more bullish. For GameStop, we're kind of flat right now. We're actually coming down, so it's showing some weakness. Watch 22.42 as key support. We'll see if GameStop holds that or not. If we hold that, we could bounce. If we don't hold that, we're going to be dipping even lower. So I think it might try to hold that area. AMC is also dipping a bit despite GameStop's shareholder meeting, and GameStop dipped despite its meeting as well. We have key support around 4.6. We'll see if that holds. I think AMC may be testing that. If that fails, we have a gap to fill. So we'll watch that. The meme stocks are looking kind of weak right now, whereas Tesla and the market are showing lots and lots of strength. Tesla's at this 187 resistance. Break that. And if we close above this or hold above this, 190 is coming next and eventually 200. Tesla looks very bullish to me. And so far, so good from the share price. All right. So yes, we have a lot of bullish news that's coming out. That's great for Tesla, and it's continuing to help the share price finally. So we'll see how things go moving forward. But with that being said, thank you for listening, guys. Let's hope this bullish momentum lasts. Right now, it's very strong for Tesla and SPY and the QQQ. So far, so good. And I'll see you guys very soon, just a few hours. Thanks again, and peace out.